An update in Beirut now. At least 150 people are dead, 5,000 injured after a massive explosion this week. Officials blame the blast on a huge stockpile of highly explosive ammonium nitrate stored for years in unsafe conditions at Beirut's port there. The government ordered some port workers to be house arrested while an investigation gets underway. With a major port here in Little Rock, the question, of course, could it happen here? Jay Burr has been speaking with leadership of the Port Authority. He's joining us now live with what they had to say about this. Hey, Jay.
Yeah, hey, Bob. Obviously, the Beirut explosion has the safety protocols and procedures of ports and harbors across the country at the forefront of people's mind. But the authorities here at Little Rock say it's just probably not likely that an explosion like that could happen here. Brian Day with the Little Rock Port Authority says that all ports are set up relatively the same.
That's kind of what ports are set up for. And while every port's a little bit different, generally speaking, ports are designed to handle those kind of commodities.
The Little Rock Port used to manage ammonia nitrate, which is believed to be what caused the massive explosion in Beirut and also the explosion that happened at the West Fertilizer Company in Texas back in 2013.
It requires certain facilities and certain processes, and for us to continue handling that commodity would have been a major investment.
Day says there are some flammable commodities that the port does handle: urea fertilizer, fossil fuels, and ethanol, but
we do not have the volume of commodity that would cause an event like we saw in Lebanon. But we do have commodities out here that are flammable, that could catch fire, that could create problems.
There are specific protocols for handling all of those materials, but also the port is patrolled by Homeland Security. There's a 24-hour surveillance system, physical barriers, and a Class A fire department. The 4,000 acres that the port encompasses also is a built-in safety measure.
It's a large, well spread out, well-defined system, unlike what we saw in Lebanon, which was kind of in a small, congested, urban environment.
Day says most people even forget that Little Rock has the port, but understands the sudden attention it's getting after what happened in Beirut. And he wants to assure people that Little Rock should not see anything remotely close to what happened there.
I think that the industries that manage these commodities, the systems we have in place, have set us up to create a pretty secure and safe environment.
Now, the port also says that some of their operations here are 24-hour operations, so it does add another layer of monitoring things. And also, when he mentioned the 4,000 acres, this is just kind of get you an idea of how spread out this facilities are here. So the two little miniature domes over there, that's where some of their fertilizers are housed here, and it's the closest thing even remotely to it is about a half a mile away. You see the large containers right there. So again, if something were to happen at one or the other, it would not sort of have the domino effect and multiply any type of event. So again, they do say things are on the up and up out here, but they did want to try to remind everybody after an event like you saw there in Beirut that Little Rock is safe, and they are doing everything they can to keep it that way. Live from the Port of Little Rock, Jay Burr, KRK 4 News.